Hey everyone, Johnny Holiday here, aka the Beard Baron, with a new, highly requested video, Discover Your Beard Shape and Style. A very important topic. I know a lot of people have been asking for this video, so here I am doing it today. But first, I'd like to give a big shout out to Paulie from the Maryland Beard Alliance. He shared my links here on YouTube and my Facebook page. I got a bunch of new friends from Maryland on here now, so just saying hi and what's up to everyone down there. And if you have friends who are bearded or into beards, feel free to share my channel here at the Beard Baron or my Facebook page. And if you haven't subscribed already, or hit up my Facebook, links are down below. Got a lot of new stuff coming. So getting to it though, discovering your beard shape and style. Now, if you're a guy who wants to grow out your beard and just be big bearded, then more power to you. There's two people in this world of the beards, and that's the guys who just grow it completely out, and then you have the guys who want to have it nicely trimmed up and styled. So this is going to be more for that second group of if you're looking to have it trimmed up, styled, keep it nice, tight, and develop a nice little beard shape for yourself. So this video is for you guys, and me included. So the trick with the whole beard styling, beard shape, is that I like to call it a time that comes about. It's called beard paralysis. Now this usually happens around 4 to 6 months of growth, and it's when your hair leaves your face. You have actual free growth all in here. It's come off your face and it's just hanging down. And I call it beard paralysis because when you reach this point in time, you kind of go, uh-oh, what do I do with it now? You look so much forward to it growing out and getting big and bushy, and then you get to a point you say, well, what am I supposed to do with this thing now? And so we're going to cover some things that I've learned over the years of growing out beards and how I shape and how I go over it. And but first, the real trick is finding out what kind of face shape you have. And this can be a simple thing of going on, you're doing a Google search of face shapes. They have the little tests and stuff like that you can take. But when it comes to finding out your shape and style for your beard, it's going to come down to 3 different options. First option is what complements your face the best, or 2, what is your most preferred style, or 3, a combination of the first 2. Now I kind of fall into the later category there of the class 3, where I kind of do stuff that complements my face, but I kind of like stuff that does style. I could do better complementing wise my face, but I kind of stick to my own style that I like personally. I think that's really important for you guys, is that you want to be confident and comfortable with whatever style that you choose while still having a good complementing feature to your face, because this is an everyday accessory on your face that you have to wear, and the world's going to see it, so you want to make sure that you're doing yourself at least some good justice here. So getting into face shapes, I studied art and design in college. I got my degree in fine arts, graphic design, all that fun stuff. I studied the human face. I drew, painted oil paintings of portraits and stuff like that. And so proportions is a huge thing for faces, and what you do for it, whether it's your hairstyle, your haircut, and most importantly your beard. You can accentuate certain things or de-accentuate things to make things appear much more in proportion to your face. Now we're going to start off with 2 face shapes here. We have the circle face and the square face. Now this is kind of like you might have a circle kind of shaped head here, and the trick with that, or a square shaped kind of head, it might be a box head, you might have gotten that compliment once in your life. With these face shapes, you don't want to have any kind of bushiness on the sides. You want to try and elongate your face, so having a longer style beard would be much more beneficial to you, to try and elongate, trying to make an oval instead of having real bushy sideburns. I would cut those down, make sure you get some nice length on here. Even a goatee would be really sharp and work really well for that as well. Now if you have a face like mine, I have kind of a large face. I have large features, large nose, large eyes, big head. I have an XL sized head, and technically I should be growing out my sides a bit more, but I'm not really stylized like that. I don't really like that. But the key with having big features on your face like me is that having really big growth, whereas the mustache, the beard, it helps these other features seem a little bit smaller. So in my day-to-day life, if I was clean shaven, my nose would appear big, but this fact that I have a bushy mustache, bushy beard, it kind of levels off the bottom of my face and appears in proportion to the rest of my features. Whereas if you have small features, a small face, small eyes, small nose, if you start growing a real bushy mustache, bushy beard, it's going to make those features appear even that much smaller. So you see, it's a real proportion kind of thing that we've got going on here, where you want to make things kind of even. Now, like I said earlier in the beginning, if you're shooting for a certain style and you don't care about any of that kind of stuff, just go for it. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just saying that you can make and break certain things and you can make it your own style, and that's really important, because I don't want you to hit the beard paralysis point and say, what do I do with this thing, and end up cutting it off or making some weird, crazy, rash decisions. You don't want to be there. It's happened to me before. I remember I hit 4 months a long time ago, one of my first beards, and that same thing happened to me. Well, what do I do with this thing? And I remember my sides here were all crazy because it was just so curly, and I said, shave it off, and that's exactly what happened. It was a very sad day. But I've learned over the years that you can just roll with it. Remember that a beard is always a work in progress. It's always growing on your face, so you are going to have to address certain issues from time to time. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go crazy with it, but having a clear plan, like I spoke about in my previous videos, is a real key to having really good success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the camera a little closer, and I'm going to talk about my beard as an example of what I've done, what I could do, and give you guys some suggestions on different design features that you can tighten up, you can change, you can alter, or whatever. So let me do that. I'll bring you right in. Alright, so like I said, I got the kind of large face going on, XL head, big eyes, big nose, above average nose. I'll be kind to myself today. So obviously we're about, I think my beard's at 6 months right now. I've kind of cut things a couple times, trimmed, as you saw in my last video. Keep the bottom trimmed every once in a great while. I've done it twice in the life of this beard. I always wear hats too, so that adds more volume to my overall head appearance. So having the bushy beard really works. I really like it. I keep things in proportion. Like I said, my style is to keep it nice and straight down the sides here. I keep it cleaned up on my cheek lines. I keep my sidelines cleaned up as well, nice and tight. And these are all areas where you can improvise, you can make up your own kind of thing. So with cheek lines, you can carve it anywhere you want. I try and stay as high as I possibly can go. Since I have such a large head, I want to try and keep the style up on my face. Because since I'm going down so low with the beard, I want to keep some of this balanced up this way instead of having such a heavy bottomed kind of look. So I carve my cheek line as high as it can go, just so it looks nice and even. You can play around with this till whenever. You could go low, you could tighten it up, you could let it go completely natural where you don't even cut it whatsoever. That's a key thing. I've done that before. I've let these grow out, cut them, let them grow back out again. So you can always modify and regrow something out. It's not that big of a deal. So you have your cheek lines, your side lines right here. These are a little trickier to cut, but with me, I have my hair would grow all the way back. I have a lot of growth that goes all the way back, so that's why I have to do my cheek lines, my side lines, and my neck lines underneath as well. And these are all areas where you can decide what kind of line you want to cut. You can control the direction it goes. Some people would like to go straight down just like this, or you can pull it out back just like that. And these are all like very individual kind of decisions. It's up to you of how you want to represent your beard. Now with me, as you can see, big mustache, epic mustache, stylized mustache. And again, to try and get that whole kind of look of not having too much bottom weight, is that I take my mustache and I keep it out to the side. I don't comb it in and down into my beard. I always keep it out. Tips are pointed up a bit, but I keep it natural. I'd never twist my tips. I just keep it, I just pull it out. Just like that. And this is completely free growth right here for 6+ months or whatever. And with the mustache, for a while there, I kept my lip line completely cut all the way to the top, over the top, and kept this growing. And I'd say about 3.5 months ago, I said, I'm just going to let the mustache grow. And this is exactly what I just let grow, didn't touch it, didn't cut it. So you can add and subtract as you go. You don't have to be like, oh, I gotta shave everything off just to start all over again. You can just simply add it, just like I did with my mustache. I didn't cut it all off. I just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to let that one little area just grow, and grow it did. So it's that easy where you don't have to get that wrapped up in having a clean slate or a blank slate like that to do anything. Same with my sides. I've let these grow in and out a couple times just to see what they wanted to do, and then I'd cut them, and I make a final decision, and I move on. It's that simple. Same with the neckline down here. And early in the beard, I kept it up kind of high because I like the look of it. And as my hair grew down, I let the neckline continue to creep down and down to the point where I just clean it up just a little bit on my neck now. So it's always a work in progress, you see, and this is where people kind of get hard on themselves about it. They think they have the whole thing figured out at once. You don't have to have it figured out all at once. You just roll with it. You know what I mean? And same with the sides here is naturally from about here on my ears down. This is all really curly. I've grown out my beard full before, like completely untouched, and this is just as bushy as it gets up here, and it kind of comes out like this, almost like shaped like a broom. And so over time, I kind of moved away from that style, that full untouched beard, and I've trimmed it down. And if you haven't seen my how to trim a beard video, check it out in the channel below, on my channel, The Beard Baron. And this is just, you know, kept on shaping it. That's the shape I do. And same with underneath here, you can choose what the shape is going to be. You could go flat across. I have a nice little rounded thing I like to do. You could even shape it so it was kind of more pointy. These are all style considerations, and it's like there's a lot of stuff you can choose to do. Now, if you're looking for inspiration, that's how I always tell people, if you're not really sure of what you want to do or what kind of look you want, check out pictures, images, do Google searches on beards. Down below my Tumblr address, The Beard Baron on Tumblr. Check that out. I have a ton of pictures of beards on there of all sorts of styles. Look for inspiration, stuff that like kind of looks like maybe something you'd be interested in wearing, or someone might have the same style that you've got and they might be doing something kind of different. But here's one thing I'd like to tell you and encourage you with, is that when you're looking for inspiration, you're looking at these pictures, do not get caught up in being jealous or envious or hard on yourself about these beards, because a lot of these pictures are professional pictures. These guys are beard models, and that's for a reason, because they're really well bearded. So go easy on yourself. Your beard is special. You are unique. The whole growth on your face is all your own, and it's awesome in its own right. So don't get caught up in being jealous, envious, or down on yourself because, oh, I don't have a beard like this guy, or I wish I had a beard like that. Doesn't matter. We only get one beard, so you're going to rock it for all it's worth. So these are just some real easy things to do. It's some really good consideration to have at all times of what you're aiming to do. Have some guidelines of, oh, I'd like to try this, but don't make any snap decisions. Just like I always talk about my videos, is don't make a snap decision or a rushed kind of decision on what you want to do. Keep a look on it. Check it out in the mirror. Say, what would it look like if I did that? You know, hold up a comb to it, you know. Say, oh, well, would I want to change my line here of having more of a triangular side here like this? You know, there's all sorts of things you can do, and you always just kind of check it out in the mirror. Check it out in the mirror. And you can add and subtract as you go along. So remember, don't feel like you have to shave everything off to get something going. Just add to it. Rock it for all it's worth, guys. So hopefully this gives you a nice little starting point. Obviously, I can't see your face from here. I wish I could, but I can't. So you're going to have to do a little bit of research on what your face shape is. Remember the key tips that I had in the beginning about what you should go for, what you should stay away from. But then again, you could throw that all away and just go for whatever style you like and you want to rock. So Beard Baron is here. Got some questions? Leave them down below. I got a bunch of more stuff coming. I have an exclusive Facebook video I'm going to be posting on my Facebook page, The Beard Baron. So make sure you're over there checking that out. It's going to be coming soon. Lots of videos coming. So make sure you subscribe. You know, share my links, tell your friends, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, we'll see you later.